Hello, Earthlings.
Earthlings?
Well, they're Earthlings, aren't they?
Well, they are now,
well,
yes.
I presume, maybe 10 years from now they probably
You're the
won't
one
be.
that went to see Independence Day the other day,
Yes,
so
the
you should
worst
know.
film of all time and space.
Anyway, Rob was saying that a lot of you guys on YouTube land wanted us to do another pedalboard challenge.
Yes.
And I thought the challenge that we haven't done yet is one for all you guys that are on a serious kind of pedalboard budget.
So Lee said for $10.99 we should put together a brand new pedalboard of elastic bands.
I said, if you got 200 quid, and I'm not saying just to spend on pedals, I'm talking about do the whole thing. So you got board, power supply, buy the pedals, you got to buy the cables, the whole thing
the
like
cables
that.
as well?
Yeah, so you got 200 quid, and obviously Rob and I went, boy, there's just no way that you can do that if you're going to go and buy an actual proper board and an expensive power supply and stuff. So I went, well, why don't we just make the boards out of wood and we'll just use daisy chain power. You know, look, it's proper cheap. So we've got a little challenge here.
DIY pedalboard.
200 quid. If you want to make the board out of wood, you can do. If you want to use,
could my board be that big and just have a new neighbour pedal on it?
If you want to, you've got £200. That's it. And I guess we should also probably only have a limit of maximum sort of £400 or £500 for our guitar amplifiers or whatever.
Right.
So obviously that's not part of the challenge. It's just when we choose to demo them, we can't demo them through like a £2,000.
So I'll use a bass breaker combo.
Yeah.
And how much have we got for the pedal boards?
Well, it's up for debate, but I'm saying 200, and then that should get you between 3 and 5 pedals.
Are we going to go for tuners as well?
Well, that's up to you. Again, personally, I wouldn't, because I go, I can get a free tuner on my iPhone, and
that's a really valid point, because I actually have a tuner on my iPhone right now.
So I don't think this is absolutely about going. This isn't about, in an ideal world, what would I get? This is about going, I've got a strict limit of £200.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to buy.
So in which case, I could get 4 metal zones.
You almost, not quite.
Who's going first then, you?
Well, I think.
Wait, how big is the pedalboard bit of wood we've got?
It's up to you. I've got a pallet out the back that we're going to break down. So if you want literally like a meter's worth, you won't get a meter's worth. Or if you want,
I could have a forearm
6 inches worth
pedal and then a forearm worth of space.
If you wanted.
All right. Okay. Let's do this then.
All right.
So yeah, I think you better go first, and then I'll run away, and then I'll come back and we'll do me.
Okay, fine. The 2 brands that came to mind for me, well, 3 brands I suppose in fairness that I know are affordable, Tone City, which are one of my favourites, and Mooer, which are very good, and Hotone, Hot One. So they're around this side of the cabinet, so I guess if we go have a look here. I'm a big drive pedal fan. My amp is probably going to have reverb in it, so I'm probably going to try and do drive, echo, maybe just a simple booster. I'd love a looper.
That's rubbish.
I know, I'd love a looper, but I guess that's more for home stuff. So, actually, you know what? I need some time to just think without the pressure of the camera. So you can go and ask Rob what he's going to do, but I'm going to go and have a look.
I will do things better than Lee. So I've heard a great deal of good things about these Maxon pedals, which I know are fairly affordable, if not very affordable. Also, clearly, some of these little smaller pedals, because there's less of them, are going to be more affordable than some of the bigger pedals. For example, some of these massive 2 Notes Audio Engineering slices of joy that look really, really attractive and, quite frankly, give me some semi-wood. So I think I'm probably going to end up with a Maxon drive pedal, because I know Lee has one that sounds really, really good. It's kind of a tube screamer clone. And then I'll probably not get a tuner, use my phone for that. I'm gonna have to have a reverb, I'm gonna have to have a delay. That leaves me with one more pedal, which can be an interesting sound like a fuzz or an Octavia. So, let's go look at small pedals.
Can I interrupt, Rob?
Absolutely.
There is a deal in Andertons at the moment. If you buy 2 Tone City pedals, you get the power supply for free.
Right.
So are we allowed
just
to
get
take
batteries?
Can we? You could get. Well, you can't put batteries in the mini pedals, can you? They don't work on batteries. So could I? Presumably that's fine because that is.
That's fine if you can get a deal.
If you can get a deal, if that's. I mean, I'm talking about that is literally an offer at the moment that's on our website.
Okay. So 2 for 1 on Tone City.
It's two Tone City pedals, and you just get the power.
Oh, you get a power supply
thrown in. So that just saves like 10 or 15 quid, and it's just every penny is important at the moment.
Oh my god, there's so many pedals. And these are like 50 quid a shot. Lee, those Maxon affordable pedals.
Not affordable. Well, they're 100 quid, so not affordable.
But I could get one of them.
Well, that's half your budget gone.
And then that's half my budget gone. And
but I mean, that, to be honest with you,
and then I could get 2 of these.
The Maxon is kind of like the original guys that made the Tube Screamer.
Yes.
So if you just want a cheap Tube Screamer, you just buy the Ibanez Tube Screamer Mini.
Which is how much?
60 quid, is it? 60, 70 quid?
Do I trust him? Is he guising me? Is he trying to get a better board than me? These questions will be answered. Wait a minute. I have prior experience of this selection of pedals here. Because actually I own pretty much half of these at the moment. And I know that the golden plexi is ridiculous as a gain pedal, but it's kind of all of the gain or none of the gain. There isn't much flexibility in between. It's just, did you want gain with your fries? Yes, please. But I'm imagining if I'm going to be going with the bass breaker combo, that's got a lot of saturation anyway, so probably I could even avoid using any gain pedals at all and just get nice colours. So I think I'm probably going to get an Angel Wing, which is a nice spanky chorus sound, and then is he watching? He's listening to me. And then I'll get something like a nice reverb.
This is brutal, Rob. This is so hard
really,
to do.
really, really hard. But I made the decision.
Oh, okay. What are you
I'm
doing?
not going to get a distortion pedal because I'm using a bass breaker amp. I've got all the gain I need.
Yeah.
I don't need any more gain.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
So
You see, I've got gain pedals on. I've got a few different gain pedals on mine.
you're just going to lose out there. The Angel Wing is a chorus, right? It is a chorus. It's locked.
Sorry, is what?
The Angel Wing.
Angel Wing is a chorus.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Then my first pedal is an Angel Wing.
Okay.
If I get one more, I get a power supply.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I've got 2.
How many pedals will the power supply supply?
5.
Okay, we're fine. So, in which case, I will also go. What's a Kaffa line?
It's another kind of drive pedal, but it's the one where the wet and the dry signal, so you get like a clean signal and a distorted signal, and you can blend between the two.
Tiny. I'm going for a tiny spring.
Why are you buying reverb then? You've got reverb in your bass breaker.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
In that case, tape machine. Tape machine.
That's the echo.
That's an echo, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Angel Wing, tape machine. That's my tones, Tone City, and then I get my power supply, and then I can get hopefully.
You've still got at least 100 quid left.
Yeah. What can I get for 100 quid? I can get anything from MXR.
You certainly could. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
Custom stomp.
I'm gonna have to go and look how much stuff is on the computer.
Can't just use all Tone City. It'll be completely boring as.
Yeah, it will.
I need something that's nice.
Those Max on OD9s kill switch use the OD9, I think. Apparently it's very good.
Really?
Yeah.
But I've got drive in the amp. Do you reckon he'd let me go over by like 50 quid? I get a POG. I mean, some of these are really affordable, like the Screaming Birds, 32 quid. Envelope Follower, 39 quid. Actually, I'm beginning to rethink my whole concept. I wonder what the most affordable power supplies. Because these probably would take batteries. So a little bit of banter with the staff here, and I've discovered that Stag do for $12.99 do a noise like a hum cancelling 5-pedal powering device. So I don't have to get some of these little tiny pedals. I can get some nice pedals from the big display of exciting things instead. So I'm just going to do that. Sorry, what?
What are you saying?
Nothing.
My maths isn't very good. Help me. Does this add up to less than £200? 75, 80, 130. Oh no, I don't want that. That's the bit that I didn't want. So I think I'm okay. 105, 99, 49. So I've got 20 quid left, which will buy my patch cables. That's my board. That's my board. Although I've got a massive wah-wah pedal going on, so I'm going to have to make some sort of. I don't quite know how that's going to fit on the board, but who cares? Right, I've chosen, Rob. Yeah, I've chosen. I don't know if it's going to be a good one or not, but I've got the money as well to do the patch cables.
You got the money to do the patch cables?
Yeah.
Patch cables?
They're about 2 quid each.
Okay.
So
right.
you need like a tenner to spare, don't you, with your patch cables?
Okay.
But I've done it. I've done it.
Okay, well I need some help on some of the pricing of these pedals here, please.
Go on then, what runs?
So for example, I want to know what that is, and then I want to know how much it is.
The Electroharmonics? What does it even say?
I don't know, but it looks really cool.
Oh what does it even say?
It's very important to me that my pedals look cool.
Oh, hang on, it's because it's like a reflection underneath, so it's only the top
Is
half
it the
is the word.
Near
Octavix. How much is that? £69.
what is it?
It's got to be an octave fuzz or something, isn't it? Octave boost volume thing.
Right, I want one of those.
Right. I'll get you the keys.
Give me the keys. Give me the keys to watch your look foul.
Right. Well, okay. So, are you? Well, I'm going to quietly get mine together.
Right.
As well.
So this is 69.
69.
Do I get a discount? Cash?
No.
Okay, sure.
You might do if you were a nice customer, but.
Hello. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, I should. Okay. Here.
Going to another music shop now.
Well, what I really need is something like a POG, but that isn't 150 quid.
What, you mean like a pitch shifting octave thing?
Well, something that's just a bit interesting. I don't want something that's just a bit boring. Do you know what I
I think
mean?
you're going to struggle on a £200 board to do this
Nah, man. Nah.
Right, okay, so Dr. Q's an envelope filter.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of cheap and
Is it interesting?
vaguely interesting. Well, it depends if you like envelope filters, I suppose, isn't
It's
it?
going to add.
Did you say envelope or envelope?
I'd say envelope because I'm British.
I go envelope because I'm posh.
I think between the two of us, probably my RP is more on point.
What's RP?
Received pronunciation, it's the Queen's English, Lee.
Envelope as opposed to envelope.
Envelope is because you're from French heritage.
Envelope.
Envelope, j'ai
probably
bien le
right.
croissant, je pense que vous êtes la plus belle femme du monde. Okay, so hold on.
Le end de belle.
I just am looking for pedals that I like the look of.
Well, yeah, I don't think this is the way to go.
Okay, no, this is the way to go. Don't get me off track.
Right, there's number one.
Fun. Don't want that.
What are you doing, Lee?
I'm trying to break into the cabinet. Oh, hello. It's so secure here, I don't know what any of the keys do, but I'm fairly sure one of them will get me in. Right. Boom. Boom. The second one, just to get my free power supply, and a Vox. I'm going for a Vox wah-wah, and I think that's just mine. I'm just going for a 4-pedal. Oh no, yeah, just going for 4 pedals. So these 3 and a Vox wah-wah and some patch cables. Vox wah-wah, it's the cheap one, that's all I can afford, which is the 845. I thought it looked cheaper than that, but that looks alright. Boom, baby, there's my rig. So I've got basically did these in a video years ago where it's actually, if you've never seen this video, this is one of the funniest videos we ever did. Because the pedals are kind of got this interesting sort of slopey thing, we decided to test how aerodynamic they would be by getting a bottle of talcum powder and a fan. Do you remember that? Blowing it all over it. So go and look for, this is a quality of it. This was a good sounding pedal. This is my just little bit of, you know, little sprinkle of dirt. Echo, wah wah. I think I'm in. So I'm going to go, now the fun bit is I've got to try and get a bit of wood and make a board. What about you?
I'm done.
See, look, that's 200 quid, is it? Less than 200 quid. And you've got no free power supply because you haven't bought two-tone city pedals.
I bought a power supply.
You bought a power supply, good for you.
Bought a stag one, hand cancelling, £12.
£12. Plus the daisy
including
chain
the daisy chain to make it £5. This is £188, including the power supply.
And then you've
got enough of the cables. I'm
Genius.
Good.
Let's do this then.
What would you rather have?
So you're getting all of your gain sounds from the amplifier,
yes,
and you're just going freaky sounds, and I'm getting all my gain sounds from the pedals. Well, let's see. Let's be fair. Someone's phoning me. So this is what you have to do when you're working to a £200 budget to put a pedal board together.
Well, these sort of his...
Have a pedal board.
Oh no, that's too big for me. I just found these bits of wood outside, and they obviously used to be one bit, and that's pretty much the same, that's the size I need really. I just found it outside. So if I gaffer tape around here, and around there, I reckon that's my pedal board.
I think I need 2 or 3 of these strips, to be honest with you.
Two or three?
Because I've got a wah-wah pedal.
Short-sighted, mate.
Are you sure you don't want a piece?
No, I'm fine. I've got my pedal board already. I found it outside.
In case you're wondering about coming to England for your summer holidays this year, this is the kind of spectacular weather that you can expect in, you know...
I hope you've worn suntan lotion, Lee.
Yeah. It is unseasonably wet at the moment.
So, we are back in the room, and we have chosen wisely, or in some cases not quite so wisely.
Yes,
and,
I think this is... if you ever needed to watch a video that basically summed up the difference between Rob and my personality, without actually talking about our personalities, essentially this pedal board basically sums it up.
That's interesting, because Lee doesn't know why I've chosen these pedals.
Well, I think it's because you're creative and experimental and slightly out there.
Maybe he does know why I've chosen these
sensible pedals. And conservative and, you know...
So as you can see, I've got the free tuning pedal on the floor.
You have.
The Chromatic TU3 app from Boss. That's my E, I'm perfectly in tune. And you know what, the app works really well, it didn't cost a penny, and I'm really happy with that. Just make sure you don't stamp on it, because that would probably really upset my phone. Then, to be honest with you, I don't really know what I've got. All I know is that they were exciting, they're nano pedals, they're all electro-harmonics, and they are the kind of board that would put me in the mood to write cool things. And with Dorje, myself and Beer and Ben and Dave, we're going to start a new phase of writing for an album we're going to be releasing at some point, at some time. And so we're in a process of crafting, getting ideas, writing licks, little sections, ambiences. And this is the kind of board of random exciting pedals that put you in a vibe and make you think, I wonder what that would sound like if I press this one pedal here and do this weird thing. Do a thing like that. Some of them more than others.
Yes.
I will completely admit. So the Neo Mistress is this kind of flangey, weird thing. So here's my amplifier without the Neo Mistress.
We should just say that your board was put together specifically in the knowledge that you were going to use the Fender Bass Breaker. Which
so I didn't need gain.
Yeah, it's a pretty affordable amplifier.
Yep.
I mean, it's not affordable like 99 quid affordable, but it's, you know, it's a low to mid price kind of, you know, gigging combo.
I didn't need gain and I didn't need reverb, both of which I have adequately. Got all that. What I haven't got is funky, interesting, righty sounds.
Yes, agreed.
Things that put you in a mood and give you some kind of cool vibe. So here's the Near Mistress. It's completely different from anything I've ever owned,
Yep.
which is a good thing, and probably given half an hour, I come up with a riff. On to the Doctor envelope.
Q. It's Dr. Q, it basically
follower.
is. And it's an envelope filter.
Yeah.
Even though it says it's envelope follower, but it's an envelope.
Yeah, it's an envelope filter. Now, when I first put this on, I was quite disappointed because I put it through the effects loop.
Schoolboy error. I remember the first time I used an envelope filter.
And again, this is a really interesting pedal, completely different from
It's now not through the effects loop. It's
anything
front
I would
loop,
ever
which
use.
is how it has to be.
And this is what it does. Not the kind of thing that stylistically gels with me.
Not really, no. Which begs the question, why did you pick it?
How was I to know? If we don't experiment with tones and with different sounds, how on earth would you know? Bringing me to my final decision.
Yes, which was a good choice, your final decision.
Which I think,
for you, anyway.
I'm quite surprised at how nice the sounds,
Yes.
I have to say. What's it called?
We could never work out what this actually was trying to say, could we?
No. It looks like one of those
Nerelix?
death metal bands made out of sticks, doesn't it?
It's like the most impossible. What did it actually say? N-R-E-R-A-V. Nervelix?
It sounds like this.
Tom, what is this pedal? What's it called? Octavix.
I like it best.
I've got to question the order you've put the pedals in, I'll be honest with you.
You can absolutely question the order.
Which is your in and which is your out? This is your in.
This is my in.
Yeah, I would go.
This is my.
I would go Nano Q,
Yeah.
Fuzz, Mistress.
Well, but sometimes different orders give you different
Well,
kinds
for
of
sure.
vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. And sometimes certain orders just work, and others don't. But you know.
So that already feels like it's a riff.
It does. It feels like a riff. It's got a Philip Stacey vibe.
Has
thing
a little
going
bit of
on.
a safe thing. But can I also say, I really do think I deserve brownie points for the fact that I spent £188.
Yes.
I got a really cool Stag noise cancelling or hum cancelling power supply. And look at my Really
fabulous
really
board.
Cute little board. The pedals, if you're interested, are held on by Blue Tack.
Yeah, if we had more time and more, we would have done it with Velcro or something more sturdy. But
I just
we've done
wrapped
it with Blue
the
Tack.
wood I found. I just wrapped it in gaffer tape. I Blue Tacked the pedals onto the board.
I think, to be honest with you, if you're a pedal train owner and you've just gone and spent £250 on a pedal train, you got to ask yourself a question.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
When you could have literally gaffer taped two bits of wood together
what's
and
interesting
come up with
is,
a perfectly effective.
You know what really sticks? Gaffer tape and Blue Tack.
Pack of tape and tap.
Gaffer tape.
Pack of tape and tiv pap.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Gaffer tape and Blue Tack stick.
It does
so.
stick.
I'm just saying that's stuck on there, and I'm really proud of it.
Well, good for you.
It's a creation board, and now I rest my case of winning.
Yes,
Lee,
my lord.
you may as well,
you
explain what you
Okay,
you decided to get.
I went with the two. I've gone for safe, haven't I? I've gone safe. So I knew that my little amplifier was going to be a pedal amp. So that's my amp. I haven't really EQ'd this actually. It's just
I did for you.
Oh, you did. Thank you so
It's
much.
quite bright.
Ye oldie woldy, good old fashioned Blues Junior, and if you're sitting there going, doesn't look like a Blues Junior, it's the limited edition tweed one.
Could you have gone any safer?
No, that's super safe. I could gig with an amplifier of this volume, and I know the sound. And then all I really wanted was my two gain stages, which is, a little bit. So a little bit more there. This is the Sweet Cream by Tones. I mean, I can wind it up a bit more, but I don't need to, you see, because what I've also got in here is the Blackstar LT Drive, which is my... I've got a little bit of nice ambient,
That is nice. What is that?
I can have a little bit more of that.
Tape machine.
That's again the Tone City tape machine, and by buying the two Tone City pedals, of course, I've got my free power supply, same power supply Rob's using. And of course, I've got my Vox Wah, which you'll notice I've used cable ties to stop it rocking back and forwards, which is very slightly, by about 1 millimetre each way, restricting the amount of sweep
Oh right,
because of the cable ties.
You got about 2 mil less sweep.
Yes. It's the best thing about Wah-Wah.
Put the drive and the cream and the wire on them.
So all four together.
So, how much was the Blackstar Drive?
£35.
About the same price as my Dr. Q.
35, 39, 49 or 45, and £55.
Right. So, of all of my pedals,
Yes.
the best one is the one that we don't know what this called.
Yeah, which I'll put in a link in the description below, and I shall just say Electroharmonics don't know what it's called. Octavix.
Yes, but it's really, really good.
Really good.
It reminds me a little bit of the limited edition Jimi Hendrix.
I really want
Fuzz
to know what
Octave.
it's called. I'm going to just take it off your board temporarily, and it doesn't say on the back either.
It just says, this is Rob's wicked little mini creation
What
board.
did it say? I'll tell you what, guys,
Let
let
me
me
have-
close up on this. If you can work out what that says... Octavix. There's a competition. The first person to post what it actually is called in the comment section below wins my undying respect.
I was going to say, you're going to put what it is in the comment section anyway. Let me have a look. I reckon I can read
What
it
do you
because
reckon it says?
I'm young. It says...
Octavix. Vix.
N-R-T-A...
Octavix.
something
NRTA,
X.
yes, that common use of letters mixed together. Nrtata.
Oh, it does very, very small, say octave there, on top of that.
Well, we
thing
know
there.
it, but that's because that's what telling you what control does.
Okay, just to be really honest with you,
Does it say it back to front? If you looked in a mirror,
really
does it say anything?
Stupid way of writing
Never
a brand name. If I owned a company,
You wouldn't do that, would you?
you'd never write
Let's be
brands.
honest with you. Who would write their name in a signature that's utterly illegible
I have
at
no
the top of the
idea.
headstock? See, look.
No idea who'd
Who
do
would
that.
write that?
And so this is my favourite of the pedals I've chosen.
Plug it back
I
in.
also just hold
Play
on,
that
just-
Philip
hold
Sace
on,
thing that
hold
you were
on,
playing,
I will
because it
do.
sounded
But
good.
I just want to say,
Did you just pop?
that's the chair. I just want to say, I found this at the back of this particular building, and it cost me nothing. It's just 2 bits of wood that were broken, some gaffer tape and some blue tack. It's great.
It's great.
I'd probably wrap that in toilet tissue and take it on tour, you know.
Sounds good
So
to me.
let's try the
Do
one
you
I
know
like.
Andertons even donated a free pedal case for you as well. Look.
Oh, that's
It'll
very,
literally go in
very,
there
very
afterwards.
nice.
So,
That's very nice. Does that mean I can take it home then?
Yeah. No. Take the bag home.
no.
Right. Line
Immediate
yourself
rejection.
back up. What are you do? Oh, you're going different order now.
No,
are
I'm
you?
just going to try this one.
You just want to go on its own.
Yeah, I don't like the
That's
others.
cheating. That's cheating. You have to use the others. You have to use all three.
I just want to see what it's like.
Just turn your amplifier on as well.
Okay.
It's the secret.
This kind of pedal sounds much better when you give it a little bit of volume.
Yes.
I don't know why.
It's how fuzz works. If you don't physically give it enough, the fuzz kind of bottoms
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry, I'm going to put you back together how you maybe should be, or you might. And then you should be able to use all three together now and get some quite Hendrixy. So play that riff.
Interesting.
I know. I can tell when you go into writing
Yeah.
mode because you forget that we're supposed to be doing a video.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
start writing this.
Just-
Well, what can I say?
what have we learned from this experience? You
that
can
wooden
find
pedal
wood.
boards are awesome.
Yes. Although, if you threw it around in a van, maybe it would break.
Oh, without a doubt, for sure. But
Well, let's find out.
But this
I don't
isn't
know.
for the guy who's touring in a van, is it? This is for the guy who's just
Nope, that's perfectly
didn't break,
fine.
Didn't break.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you can go experimental for your
What?
£200. You can go conservative for your £200. It's
Should we just make a load of these and sell them?
what do you reckon we get for those? 20 quid each?
The Rob Chapman blue
25
tack and
yeah,
gaffer tape
20
signature.
25
Pedalboard.
quid.
25
signature.
pence. I could write my name on the
Make a
back.
fortune, Rob. Let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Yes. Well, I think clearly you've won
No,
the the game
I took a different approach, didn't I? I mean, most people, I'm sure, if they didn't own any pedals, would go, my board is the sensible one to buy. But many people will go, I've had a few pedals before and, you know, didn't really ever get on with them, and what I really need is creative stuff, and they would go with
You know
stuff
what that
like
is?
yours.
It's safe,
Yeah.
it's clean, it's what you would expect. It's it's almost a stereotype. It's the of pedalboards. And what I've got is exotic, it's different, it's interesting, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's the Europe of pedalboards.
It's soon to be thrown out of the UK.
Yeah, which is a real shame.
No, it's please don't compare my pedals or anything to do with me. But
Anyway,
I've certainly enjoyed yet again going and putting fantasy pedal boards together.
yes.
Albeit this was more of a nightmare than a fantasy.
If by any chance you have any ideas for things that we can do that are similar, please let us know, because sometimes, occasionally, we run out of ideas.
Very, very occasionally. Right. Should we go home?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I've been Rob Chapman.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Octavix.